My name's Chris and I like listening to music. I'm going to listen to Sudan Archives THE BPM, which is a fantastic album and one that I always look forward to putting on. One of those that you got more into the more you heard it. On first listen, I thought it maybe was a bit too poppy and samey, but no, it's just great music. Gave it an 8 out of 10 and it's at least that. Let's see what the last listen brings. Track one, Dead, the sort of first track that just gets you ready for the journey perfectly. Minimal keyboards at the start that remind you of what's coming with that great sound and that great melody, quality production and a great song. And a hook and real positivity, which is something that's lacking in music these days with all the miserable stuff. Cracking start. Whether you're an R&B house or pop kid, you'll like that. 10 out of 10. Track two, Come and Find You. The club feel carries on in a smoother mid-tempo R&B way. Doesn't quite have that pop edge for me, but it has that trademark violin, which is always good to hear. Great live band feel, great drummer. 8 out of 10. Track three, Yeah, fully back on the dance floor, even more directly than track one maybe. Great sort of 90s Crystal Waters feel to this. Good tempo change in the middle, keeps you fully engaged. I guess FKA twigs this potential lazy comparison, but to me, Sudan Archives has got so much more than her, but she just hasn't got the marketing budget. Those strings breakdown at the end are just wonderful, nice sort of John Stevens feel to it, like so many things. Just shows she's open to so many styles. 9 out of 10. Track four, Touch Me, got the falsetto out, and it's very nice to hear too. Got the Princes about it, this track. A little bit more dreamy and less clubby than what came before. Loads going on in the production still though. Great attention to detail. Love that piano loop. But for me, one of the more forgettable tracks for whatever reason. 7 out of 10. Track 5, A Bug's Life, back in the club, and it's a proper house sound. Could be produced by Frankie Knuckles. That takes me back to Shanghai Sam's in Peterborough in the 90s. I remember on first listen I was thinking it's a bit samey in the club way, but I don't sort of think that anymore. A lot of the songs do separate, so it keeps them special, and this is special. 9 out of 10. Track 6, The Nature of Power, heading into techno territory now, and it does feel like a bit of a dance music history at times. Not sure why, but I find this a little bit more tacky than the tracks before, apart from that bass drum breakdown, which is ace. Not convinced with the rap from the bloke for some reason, but there's an awful, it's a long way from being bad, that's for sure. 8 out of 10. Track 7, My Type, disco funk now. It's even got a 70s feel to it. She's rapping fully for the first time, and she is so good at it. I do like her rapping. Feels like early Kate Tranada. He could be involved somewhere. I don't know if it's just an influence or whatever. But yeah, just grabs your ears lovely. 8 out of 10. Track 8, She's Got Pain. Nice tonal shift. Love that Celtic folky feel. That's an ear grabber, that is. Maybe wanted to hear more of that. Got the Bjork's Arcas about it. So much to love. 10 out of 10.